Well, it's easy to love bacon or pork chops or ribs, but have you tried the other parts of the pig, like the feet or the skin or the snout? Then nose to tail dining may be just for you. CBS national correspondent Dean Reynolds gave it a try.
Eavesdrop on some kitchen conversation at New Orleans' Cochon restaurant, and you'll hear things like this.
And where are those tails?
Do you have the whole tongues?
Because at this restaurant, you get tongues, tails, and everything in between. Cochon and chef Steven Stryjewski have embraced a nose-to-tail gastronomical philosophy, which involves purchasing whole animals, butchering them, and serving up the parts that go way past your prosaic pork chops. There are piquant pig's ear, succulent sliced snout, indescribable head cheese, and the ever-popular fried pig's tail.
That's how you eat it? Mm-hmm. Like a corn on the cob?
You can pick it off with a fork and a knife, but it's easier to just get at it with your fingers.
Too many jokes to make here about having a piece of tail. It's good. You're good.
You were scared a minute ago. It's delicious, isn't it?
Stryjewski gets whole hogs delivered every week.
I mean, it's better to see it as a whole animal and understand where it comes from than it is to cut open a plastic bag and dump it out on a plate.
How many of these a week will you do, did you say?
5 when we're busy, and we'll cut back to 3 or so when we're slower.
The trend is spilling onto menus around the country. At Animal in Los Angeles, you'll find bone marrow and crispy pig's head. At Girl and the Goat in Chicago, there's skewered lamb heart and wood-roasted pig face. And in Boston, the Russell House serves a mean beef heart ravioli. You can thank or blame this man, Fergus Henderson, the executive chef of St. John Restaurant in London. He published his book, Nose to Tail Eating, over a decade ago, and has long been a proponent of cooking and serving the animal in its entirety.
That was the heart, liver, 2 kidneys.
Henderson, who has Parkinson's disease, believes a chef should ensure his animals are raised humanely and that the carcass be treated respectfully and economically. Almost nothing is wasted. Almost.
Genitalia I'm not crazy about, but that's just me.
This is no place for a vegetarian, and even the most committed carnivores would require an open mind when in these establishments.
And what are people missing by not eating these untraditional parts? You know, you haven't eaten pig unless you've eaten the snout or the feet.
I think you're just limiting yourself. All of it is delicious.
And when he says all, he means all. Take it from someone who considers Canadian bacon adventuresome.
It's undoubtedly the best hog's head cheese I've ever eaten.
Is it the only hog's head cheese you ever eaten?
Yeah.
Dean Reynolds, CBS News, New Orleans.